My landscaping business used to run me. I was completely exhausted, burnt out, and frustrated. My husband and I barely had any time or energy to spend time with our kids or do the things that we actually loved and enjoyed doing. Now we actually run our business, and with the help of these 3 simple AI tools that we've implemented in our business, we've gone from full chaos to being able to generate at least $60,000 every single month while working remotely and while working less than 20 hours every single week. Now, in today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how we implemented these tools in our business, how we use them to ensure that our business is able to run automatically. And no technical skills are required for you to implement artificial intelligence into your business. My husband and I purchased this landscaping company a little over 2 years ago. And when we first started, we were literally doing everything in the business. We were wearing a million hats. From answering to customer phone calls, emails, text messages, we were sending estimates, visiting new leads, chasing clients to get past due invoices paid, and doing a million things at the same time. We were burned out. The never-ending to-do list that you're doing every single day, you work nonstop and it still never ends. And that frustration and that pain was exactly what led me to find about AI and automations. And that's when I knew I had to do everything on my end to learn as much as I possibly could about these tools and how I could actually implement them in our business so that we could have our time back, so that we could actually get the freedom that we had worked so hard for. And this was so important to us because we had a newborn and a 1-year-old that were growing so fast, and they really needed us to be there, to be present. So I started doing what I do best. I watched every single YouTube video about artificial intelligence that I could possibly think of. These tools that I'm gonna mention today are tools that you can actually implement in your business without having any technical skills at all, because these are the tools that I actually started with. Now, the tool number 1 is going to be ChatGPT. And ChatGPT is extremely powerful. And if you haven't implemented this into your business, you need to do that today, because you're wasting time. Yes, you're wasting time answering to those emails and thinking exactly what to respond. And you're wasting time replying to those text messages or figuring out how you should handle a particular situation. You're the customer service agent of X company. Please answer professionally to this customer's email. You copy the email, and ChatGPT is going to draft a perfect email response. And if it's not perfect, you can then say, hey, reply with this instead. And it's still going to draft a super professional response. And it didn't take you 5 minutes to answer to that email. And the best part of all is that ChatGPT can be any type of professional that you want for your business. If you want it to be a marketer, a strategist, an analyst, or even a lawyer for your business, ChatGPT can act as that type of professional for your business. All you have to do is at the beginning of the prompt say, I want you to act as a marketer or strategist or lawyer, and ChatGPT is going to respond to your query based on the professional that you want it to be. Now, it's very important to keep in mind that the response that ChatGPT gives you is as good or as bad as the input that you give it. Try to give it as much context as possible, try to give it samples, try to give it ideas of who you want it to act as or who you want it to think of when replying to you in that particular prompt, because it's going to help output a more positive and a perfect response to your query. Now, in our business, we've personally implemented ChatGPT almost everywhere, and we've actually even used ChatGPT. And again, we're implementing it also in automation so that we don't have to do these things manually. ChatGPT is doing it automatically with the second tool that I'm going to mention now. So, second tool, that's going to be Make.com. And Make.com is an amazing platform that can actually act as your invisible operations manager. What Make.com does is that it connects a bunch of applications and it helps them work together. So essentially, you can actually combine ChatGPT, combine your email, and combine your CRM to get a specific outcome. So it creates powerful automations that avoid you or your employees to have to create repetitive tasks every single day. It's time that you're wasting that you could actually be spending on things that actually move the needle and generate more revenue for your business. Some of the things that you can do with make.com is that whenever someone submits a form on your website, it automatically sends a personalized text message to that person saying, hey, thank you for filling out this form. Or the way that we're actually using it is that whenever one of our crew members marks that property as completed in our CRM, it actually triggers the automation to start, which sends an email to that particular customer, uploading the notes and the pictures that the crew uploaded to the system. We also use make.com in combination with other tools such as Airtable, and it actually triggers past due invoices to be called automatically. And so we call these invoices to follow up on them, and we have our AI voice agent, which I'm gonna talk about in the third tool. And our AI voice agent is calling these customers that have not paid their invoice. The possibilities with make.com are completely endless. The more you know, the more you can build and the more automations you can create, which helps you step back from your business if that's what you're looking for. Or it helps you actually spend time where you actually need it and where it's worth investing your time. And let's go on to tool number 3, and that's going to be Retail AI or Rappi or TDO. Those are very similar tools, and the purpose of these tools is actually to create AI receptionists, and this could be voice agents or chat agents. The way we're personally using it is we're actually having our AI voice representative pick up every single call for our business, so no call gets missed. As soon as a new lead comes into our business, our AI voice agent answers the call. It's automatically going to book a new estimate on our manager's calendar so that he knows that he has to go out to that property and provide a request for that particular lead. It answers to our current customers, handles complaints, and the best part of all is that it handles every single situation based on our SOPs. So our SOPs are standard operating practices that we've put together for our business that had been in place when we hired a virtual assistant. Essentially, these are documents that provide guidelines on how a person should complete their job description. We have provided all of these tools and all of this information to our AI agent. Now, the best part of all is that we've actually provided our AI voice agent with the documents that it needs in order for it to handle each and every single call using our tone and using context of how we wanted to answer the call. If a customer has a complaint because their property hasn't been trimmed correctly, the AI agent is going to answer based on a document that we have submitted that says how we should answer regarding any trimming issues. Just like if we have another customer that's calling to complain because they have weeds in their backyard, even though we said that we went to spray it maybe 5 days ago, it's going to explain to the customer that for the weeds to die, it's going to actually take more than 10 days and they're going to see them get brown first. So these are all documents that we have uploaded with this particular information on how the AI agent should handle every single one of these calls. And based on these documents, that's how the AI agent is going to respond. Now, normally these are documents that you would even have as your SOPs, so standard operating procedures that you put together in your business to systematize your business. And so you can actually upload these documents to your AI agent. The difference between having an AI agent and an employee is that your AI agent takes just a few milliseconds to go through all these emails and know exactly how to answer to your customers or to your leads. Whereas if you have a virtual assistant or an employee and they don't know this and they haven't memorized this off the top of their heads, they're not going to be able to read through these documents right away as soon as they have someone asking about that situation on the phone, on the spot. Now, how this has actually helped us and how it has actually doubled our leads and generate more sales and more revenue is because now every single time that someone calls our business, the call gets answered. And so no leads are going missed. We're not missing any opportunities. We're making sure that every single lead gets booked directly on our customers. And we've actually integrated make.com with Retail AI and our CRM. So every time that a lead calls and they want an estimate for a new service, it actually gets booked directly in our CRM, in our manager's calendar. And so the following day, he knows exactly the appointments that he needs to go to provide a new estimate. Your customers are going to get responses instantly. You're gonna make sure that you provide an excellent customer service for your current customers so you have a much lower churn rate. And you're going to be able to, like I said, book more leads and sell more jobs because your answer is going to be much faster. So just to recap, my AI marketing and operations stack looks something like this. We're using ChatGPT for communication and for any advice that we need from any type of professional. We're using make.com to integrate any type of software or any application that we want to create specific automations based on triggers and actions. And we're using Retail AI as our AI voice agent and chat agent to provide immediate service, immediate support to our leads and our customers. It's like having 3 full-time employees that don't quit, don't sleep, and barely get paid. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, guys, before we implemented this in our business, we were completely overwhelmed, burned out, and exhausted. And that pain and that exhaustion and seeing my kids growing up so fast and knowing that I wasn't there for them is what led me to find a solution, and it's what led me to AI and automations. These are real tools that I've actually implemented in my business that have saved me at least 20 hours every single week and has made us more money because now we're booking more leads, which is resulting in more sales due to higher conversions from fast responses. So guys, I truly realized that I didn't need to hire more people in order to grow my business. I needed to put smarter systems in place in order to scale my business and grow faster. I built this for myself and I know it works, and it has completely changed my life from completely overwhelmed into actually being able to run my business remotely, even though it's a home service business, and work on the things that generate more revenue, not just daily tasks that don't really move the needle in your business. If this helped and if you found value in this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell button so you can be notified when I upload a new video. And also let me know in the comment section what tool you will be implementing in your business first and how you will be doing it. And let me know what type of content you would like to see in the next video. See you on the next one. Thank you.